Hi everybody, my name is Heather and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video, so I'm a little nervous, but I guess that's part of walking through your fears. That's subjects we'll be talking about on here. And yeah, basically my channel is going to be about like the law of attraction, our belief systems we were brought up believing, about ourselves, about life, how thoughts create our reality, manifestations, and yeah, just basically like spirituality stuff. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up in Boston. Pretty much my whole life I struggled with alcohol and drugs up until about 4 years ago when I had my spiritual experience. But yeah, so I don't know, back in 2012, I was living in a hotel with my kids because I was kicked out of my apartment, and I was, very bad into my addiction. Like I said, I have 4 years now, but in 2012, I started to look at my life, and I don't know what it was, but I Googled a video on what is the purpose of my life, and that began my fascination with the law of attraction and how our thoughts create our reality. And I remember watching, I think it was an Abraham Hicks video, that your thoughts create your reality, and I was like, what? There's no way. This shit's bullshit. Surely it's my mom's fault. My life sucks, or the kid in second grade, or my ex-boyfriend's fault. There's no way I did this. But when I look back at my life, I was the most negative person in the world. Anything, I just was so negative. I was always like, oh, I'm gonna lose, this is gonna happen, I'm gonna lose this job, I'm gonna get kicked out of here, or this is gonna happen. And sure enough, it did. So I was like, oh my God, what have I done? And I wanted to make my life better. I knew something had to change. So I guess I had to start with, how I thought. So yeah, that began my introduction to the law of attraction. And I took the first step. I was like, okay, so I've created everything bad that's happened to me. Relationships, I was in the most toxic relationships anybody could ever be in. That's another subject. But yeah, my reality was, I thought this is how it was. Yep, I'm a drug addict, my life sucks, feel bad for me, I'm an addict because this happened to me and this happened to me, and da 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 da. Anybody I could blame, or anything I could blame, that was me. So I really didn't believe this. I guess I didn't want to believe it at first, that all our thoughts are forms of energy. So what we put out into the universe is what we get, and that goes for good or bad. So what you focus on is what will appear in your life. And it's just not about your thoughts. Anybody can say, I'm happy, but you have to really feel that way about yourself. Feeling is probably the most important. If you're saying things but you feel terrible about yourself, you're not gonna believe it. So you really gotta, it's a lot of work. And at times I can get in my head, and even now, and I start getting on that negative thinking, and I gotta check myself and be like, what the hell? So basically you gotta feel the peace from within, and you gotta set goals every day, and turn around and take the time to spend on your every day when you get out of bed, and set the intention of this is how my day is gonna go. Start off small. I'm pretty new at this. I've been researching it for a while. When I learned about the third eye, and I was I felt something I resonated with it so much. Like, I always thought like I had psychic powers, or, you know, I used to say I could read auras, or I was just very in tune with everything. So I always felt very different. But so when I found out about the third eye, it was like, oh my God, like I was remembering stuff that I had forgotten. And that's the thing, like, we are here, we are put on this earth to remember what we have forgotten in life and what life's really about. And life is to live like your best life. Everybody's birthright is to live abundantly. Like, our life isn't about going to work every day, coming home, watching TV, going to bed and doing the same thing over and over. Like, that is absolute insanity. Like, going to jobs that we hate every day for 8 hours just so we can pay our rent or our mortgage, like, that's absolutely insane. So, like, I want to talk about all that stuff, you know, like I said, this is my first video, so I'm a little all over the place right now, but basically I think we can, like, help each other. You know, you guys could subscribe to my channel, put down what kind of content you would like to talk about, and it doesn't have to be about that. It could be about anything. I've been through a lot in my life, and, you know, like, I think the primary purpose of our life is to help others. And if I can help others by sharing my story, you know, if I can help one life, somebody who's going through what I've gone through, you know, that's important to me. Like, money's not important to me. Fancy things aren't important to me for manifestation. But it does have to do with money, because everybody wants that freedom, because that's what it's about. Like, money is just a symbol for freedom. Like, we all want to be free in society. We all want to have things so we don't have to worry, you know, and that's just our birthright. So I hope you really subscribe to my channel and like this video and share it. And yeah, thank you.